actually, because we had 2 very long train rides, and I cannot remember when I last had such a long ride on a train. But we're back home safely and have had a very good series of meetings in both Ukraine and Russia.
Before we speak about today, let's go back to Ukraine and Russia. The president and other leaders, including officials from other countries, you met with the 2 leaders. How did it go? Was it a success or it was fruitful?
Well, Sophie, I think it's important to always reiterate this is a peace mission. And until we get to a point where a negotiations process is underway, we won't really say that we've had success. But what the success is that there's an opening created and a clear willingness indicated for continued engagement with African leaders in this peace mission. So we had very open discussions, sometimes very robust, which was good because both leaders were frank with our own delegation, but we were, through our presidents, equally open and frank. And so I think the mission has been received very positively, and this commitment from both leaders for continued engagement.
You have a 12-point plan from China that was presented by President Xi Jinping. He did send diplomats. You also have Turkey, as President Vladimir Putin pointed out, that was able also to bring the 2 parties together at official level. How are you going to pull all these initiatives to ensure that the world speaks in one voice, to ensure that you are able to get a permanent solution? Because if you have these pockets of interventions, the 2 warring factions will decide who they listen to and who they don't listen to, and finding a solution will be a problem.
To some degree, I felt that the existence of a number of proposals was of great help to the mission, in that in putting together what has now been called the 10-point proposal by the African leaders, we were really synthesizing what has come out of all the processes you've referred to. But linked to that, we've also been very clear that this is a process. It's not just an event. It's not a one event matter. So really, in the end, it will be a culmination of processes and of parties. We've called for a larger involvement. We've said it cannot just be Africa, and we would want to see, for example, the United Nations, through the Secretary General, playing a very important role, as well as other leaders, including those who support one or other of the countries that are at war at present. So we see this as a very broad process which will involve a multifaceted set of strategies and interventions.